at the open of the second green candle, targeting the red area, which was our bearish SIBI, which was utilized as an inverse fair value gap here. I want to see if we will trade back into this area here and then trade lower. So that's what I'm going to be targeting here. So 705 is right there. We're going to be risking around 80 points. Ideally, price trades to this level and trades lower. We're going to put 5. Let's just put 3 units. We actually got a nice amount of profits for today. So let's see how much it goes if we were to get that. But so far we're up $800 for today. So I'm willing to risk a little bit for this trade. Let's see if it goes or if it's just going to continue higher. It could just continue higher from here, but I'm going to see if maybe it wants to use this as resistance to push lower. Let's see though. We have a lot of equal highs at the highs here. As you guys can see, low, high, lower, low. This is a breaker. And both times when price traded up, we were trading up to the 50% of this breaker. So very interesting to see. We might get stopped out here though, by the looks of it, unless it holds at this level, which we will have to wait and see. This is another bullish level here that was traded through and respected. As you guys can see, we wicked it at the highs here and seem to be rejecting, which is a good sign, but it could still push higher if it wants to. So let's see. I like how this candle closed below that area and inside of this bearish fair value gap. Let's make it blue and a little thicker so I can show you guys exactly the level. That's the level we're inside of that I would like to see respect for lower prices, and I am just targeting the lows here. We'll see if they want to tap the lows here. It was a quick retracement higher after we took sweep sell side liquidity here at 29.92.25. So I want to see if maybe they'll do another sweep lower to take the low of the first sweep, or at least get close to it, So I'll be taking partials here. And these lows right here most likely be take out 2 contracts and then the final contract at the low if it gives it to me. Let's see though. It all depends on how this candle moves, because ideally we want to see it trade lower. So ideally you want a 3 candle bullet pattern. This one didn't really qualify as a bullet pattern because the high is not very like we had the wick, so it doesn't really qualify it. So, well, in my opinion, but these would be the 2 that I'm looking at. So starting with this one being the highest, this and this one here. Maybe it does. Maybe it is a bullet pattern either way. But ideally, we want to see this black candle close lower pretty heavily. As you guys can see, we have another bullish level here. That's what we're kind of trading inside of. I don't know if people are trying to buy within this level because it's a bullish level and we're inside of this bearish level 50%. I don't know if because it was disrespected, maybe we can use it as support to go higher. That's also a possibility. But like I said, we've been bearish since this morning and we came back very quickly to this inverse fair value gap area. So I'm expecting this level to hold and price to melt lower. As you guys can see, we also got SMT here with YM. And what I want to do is actually just see what it did. So this is the minute. So YM made a lower high. So did NQ. And let me go to ES. ES also made a lower high. So I don't know. It's weird, but the fact that we traded through it here, I want to see this green candle now reject off the zone, hopefully. if we are to see lower prices. Yeah, see that reaction I didn't like. That seems like they might want to stop me out. But we accepted the risk and we're gonna just see the outcome of this trade. We're still inside of that bearish level, and this is also still 705 that we're tapping once again. If I put the fib higher, that's 60618, and then we wick to 786. So ideally, if we close below this blue level, I'm still bearish. That's what I want to see. We have 20 seconds left of this candle to form, and hopefully it forms bearish and lower. So I'm thinking that they're taking their time, taking it up there. But let's see. Making people enter buys, maybe. Or maybe they're making people enter sells. Who knows? Let's see if our bias is correct or what they're trying to do. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is looking more like a bullet pattern for me. Well, if it closes below it, of course. Ideally, this candle needs to close below the blue level and close under this green area. Let's see if it doesn't. 25 seconds. All right. So far, so good. Oh, tapped below that zone, pushed higher. I don't know. But let's see. I think it's just manipulation. I like that even though it keeps tapping my area, it seems like it keeps going back to profits. It's interesting that it does that, but we could still get stopped here. Let's see. All right. Let's go on the 5 minute real quick. As you guys can see on the 5 minute, we are inside of the zone. And we're literally consolidating at the 50% of this bearish 5 minute level. I'll do it this way so you guys can see it clearer. Going back to the minute. That's where we were tapping at. So far, so good. Let's see if we get that limit and the lower price down here. All right, so did not like how we reacted here. Could definitely stop us out from this area. And it could be making the market maker sell model up higher now. That could be what it's trying to do. Maybe up to the highs here, taking that daily high. We'll have to wait and see what it does here. If it does stop us out, it held very nicely in this bullish area, but anything can happen still. It could just be a fake out or manipulation. We're right at the 50% of the bearish level, which held, but bearish level, it could be utilized as support here for higher prices maybe, but higher time frame ideally. I think lower prices is better. We're bearish. Well, let's wait and see. It could find support at this area. I am bearish though, so we came inside of this 5-minute area, consolidating at the 50%. There you go, guys. So far so good. Let's put this on the 15 again. As you guys can see, we had that big reversal here, and it seems like price has been wanting to go lower. It's respected that area, that 50% of the 5 minute, very nicely. It's the 5 minute here that we used, 50% level, and we kept the stop loss at the highs here because we tapped that inverse, and I wanted to see price melt lower. What I'll do is I'll probably just take one off here, and then another one off at the other low. So 1, 2, and 3. If we get that last low here, we can even do it like this so that it's a little bit further apart, or even to this low instead here as well. Take one partial at this low because it's the closest one. The second at the second low here, and then the third at the third low. So we'll see if it goes all the way down there, or there's a chance that it could not go. But I am shifting my stop loss to break even. I don't expect price to come back up higher here. I want to see it respect this red zone, and as that's as far as I want to see it go, and push lower. All right, first TP hit.
Yeah. Notice that Hollywood loves to put the truth right.
All right.